Welcome to another episode of Mojo Review, where we unravel yet another mystery of the automotive world. Today, we're diving into a legendary phenomenon that has baffled Jeep owners for generations. It's been affectionately termed the death wobble. Born from the rugged warfields, the Jeep has evolved to become a symbol of off-road prowess. But with great power comes great responsibility, or in this case, a peculiar and somewhat terrifying quirk. The notorious death wobble. This violent shaking, akin to surviving a minor earthquake, strikes at the heart of Jeep owners, often leaving them puzzled and seeking solutions. So buckle up, folks, as we take a thrilling ride into the wonderful world of wobbles. Stay tuned, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And watch until the end, where we reveal some true confessions on what a Jeep factory technician claims is at the root of this dangerous and dreaded death wobble. To start, let's better describe this experience. It's a violent shaking that can occur at certain speeds or under specific conditions, often after a mild bump at highway speeds. And it leaves drivers feeling like they've just survived a minor earthquake. But how did this notorious shakeup come to be? Let's take a trip back in time to the birth of the Jeep. Born out of military necessity during the Second World War, these rugged vehicles were designed to conquer rough terrain and withstand the rigors of war. As the Jeep evolved and gained popularity among civilians, its reputation for off-road prowess grew. Owners pushed their Jeeps to the limit, tackling challenging trails and rugged landscapes. But as we all know, and to paraphrase the Spider-Man comics, with this great capability comes unexpected quirks. And in this case, it was the occasional onset of the terrifying Jeep death wobble. Fast forward to the present day, and the Jeep death wobble remains a hot topic among enthusiasts. Which brings us to our story. Meet Sarah, an avid Jeep enthusiast who recently experienced the death wobble while driving her Wrangler on the highway. Sarah loves the thrill of off-roading, the wind in her hair, the power of her Jeep beneath her. But one day, as she was cruising down the highway, something unexpected happened. Without warning, her Jeep began to shake violently. It was as if an invisible force had taken control, rattling her vehicle and her nerves, like riding a jackhammer. This was Sarah's first encounter with the infamous Jeep death wobble. It was a sudden and startling experience, leaving her shaken and shocked. But Sarah, being the resilient Jeep owner she is, wasn't about to let this unsettling event dampen her spirit. After the incident, Sarah was determined to find out what had caused this disconcerting shakeup. She was aware of the Jeep death wobble phenomenon, but experiencing it firsthand was a whole different ballgame. She wanted to understand the root cause and, more importantly, how to prevent it from happening again. Sarah began her quest for answers. She scoured online forums, read countless articles, and consulted with seasoned Jeep mechanics. She learned that the Jeep death wobble is not a defect, but rather a symptom of various potential issues. It could be due to worn-out parts, improper alignment, or unbalanced tires. The more she delved into it, the more she realized that solving this mystery would be no easy task. It required a thorough inspection of her beloved Wrangler, an understanding of its intricate mechanics, and a willingness to get her hands dirty. Armed with this knowledge, Sarah sets out to address the issues with her Jeep. She was determined to conquer this phenomenon, not just for her safety, but also to continue enjoying the off-roading adventure she loved so much. Her journey was just beginning, and she was ready to face the challenge head-on. She was not just a Jeep owner anymore. She was a Jeep warrior, ready to battle the Jeep death wobble. Sarah delves into the history of the Jeep death wobble, scouring forums and seeking advice from seasoned Jeep mechanics. She soon learns that this notorious phenomenon isn't just a random occurrence, but rather a symptom of underlying issues with the vehicle itself. The death wobble is often likened to a chain reaction. It typically starts with a small wobble that rapidly escalates into a violent shaking of the front end. This can be triggered by a variety of factors such as worn-out or damaged steering components, improper alignment, and unbalanced tires. Steering components like tie rods, ball joints, and track bars are all essential to maintaining control and stability when driving. The wear and tear of these components over time can cause them to loosen or break, leading to instability and, in some cases, the dreaded death wobble. Similarly, improper alignment can contribute to the problem. When the Jeep's wheels are not aligned correctly, it can cause an uneven distribution of weight across the tires. This imbalance can trigger a wobble that, if left unchecked, can escalate into the death wobble. Unbalanced tires, on the other hand, can cause vibrations that intensify with speed. As the Jeep gains momentum, these vibrations can grow stronger, potentially setting off a chain reaction that culminates in the death wobble. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Sarah sets out to troubleshoot her own Jeep. She starts by inspecting her steering components for any signs of wear and tear. After finding a worn ball joint and a loose track bar, she replaces these parts to ensure they are in top-notch condition. Next, she checks the alignment of her Jeep. Using a professional wheel alignment service, she makes sure that her Jeep's wheels are perfectly aligned, eliminating another potential trigger of the death wobble. Finally, she addresses the issue of unbalanced tires. She takes her Jeep to a tire service center where they balance her tires and ensure they are properly inflated. This not only helps to prevent the death wobble, but also extends the lifespan of her tires and improves fuel efficiency. With these issues addressed, Sarah's Jeep is once again ready to tackle the open road. She has not only learned about the potential causes of the dreaded death wobble, but also how to prevent it from happening in the future. With her Jeep restored to its former glory, Sarah is eager to hit the road once more. She's proven that with a little determination and a lot of research, these type of issue can be solved. Some people with other brands of vehicles might claim lemon laws or demand a recall, but Jeep owners, they just take it all in stride. Because Jeep owner know not even the death wobble, CSN stop them from enjoying the thrill of off-roading in their beloved vehicle. As Sarah cruises down the highway, there's no sign of the dreaded death wobble. The relentless shaking and nerve-wracking vibrations that once plagued her journey are now a thing of the past. Her Jeep, once a source of anxiety, has been transformed back into the trusted vehicle she knew it to be. Sarah's triumph over the Jeep death wobble is a testament to her determination and resilience. The eerie silence of a smooth ride replaces the terrifying wobble that once echoed through her vehicle. It's a silence that speaks volumes, signifying her victory over a problem that had once seemed insurmountable. The journey wasn't easy. It was filled with countless hours of research, consultations with seasoned mechanics, and a deep dive into the world of Jeep quirks. Sarah had to roll up her sleeves, get her hands dirty, and face her problem head-on. But now, as she confidently navigates her Jeep through the winding roads, she's not just a driver, she's a conqueror. She's faced the Jeep death wobble, the off-road legend that has perplexed Jeep owners for generations, and she's emerged victorious. Sarah's Jeep, with its renewed vitality, is no longer just a vehicle. It's a symbol of her triumph, a testament to her courage, and a beacon of hope for other Jeep owners who may encounter the infamous Jeep death wobble. But Sarah's victory is more than just a personal achievement. It's a message to all Jeep owners that the Jeep death wobble isn't an undefeatable monster. It's a challenge that, with the right knowledge and determination, can be overcome. With the Jeep death wobble in her rearview mirror, Sarah is ready to embrace her off-roading adventures with renewed vigor. The open road is her playground, and her Jeep is her trusted companion. The thrill of off-roading is no longer marred by the fear of the death wobble. Instead, it's enhanced by the victory she's achieved. With a newfound appreciation for her vehicle and its quirks, Sarah embraces the thrill of off-roading, knowing that she's conquered the Jeep death wobble once and for all. And so ends our tale of the Jeep death wobble, a legendary phenomenon that has baffled and bemused Jeep owners for generations. This strange occurrence, this unexpected shakeup, has been a part of the Jeep experience since the early days of off-roading. It's a tale as old as the Jeep itself, woven into the fabric of its rugged, adventurous identity. We've journeyed through the story of Sarah, an everyday Jeep enthusiast who faced the Jeep death wobble head-on. Sarah's experience was not an isolated incident. It's a common occurrence among Jeep owners, a quirk that, while alarming, is not insurmountable. Sarah's story is one of discovery, a quest for understanding that led her to delve into the depths of Jeep forums, to consult with seasoned mechanics, and to scrutinize every inch of her beloved vehicle. It was a journey of knowledge, of learning about worn steering components, improper alignment, and unbalanced tires. It was a journey of resolution, of replacing worn parts, tightening loose bars, and ensuring her tires were properly balanced and inflated. But above all, it was a journey of empowerment. Sarah took control of the situation, refusing to let the Jeep death wobble impede her love for off-roading. She confronted the issue, addressed it, and emerged victorious, her Jeep running smoother than ever. Sarah's story is a testament to the spirit of the Jeep community, a group of dedicated individuals who revel in the thrill of off-roading, who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty, who look adversity in the eye and say, "Not today." It's a testament to the resilience, the determination, and the unwavering spirit of Jeep owners everywhere. So, to all the Jeep owners out there who may one day encounter the Jeep death wobble, remember Sarah's story. Remember her determination, her pursuit of knowledge, and her ultimate victory. Remember, with a little knowledge and a lot of determination, you too can conquer the Jeep death wobble and enjoy the thrill of off-roading in your trusty Jeep. Hey, are you still watching? Well, just as we promised, here's a little tidbit from a Jeep factory tech. Despite the wobble being an old problem, in the new factory models, it typically boils down to two things: cheap steering stabilizers and cheap tires. This can apply to aftermarket stuff as well as factory parts. Recent factory stabilizers seem to leak and bleed partly out, so they don't stabilize every time. This, coupled with lightweight tires, often turns a little bump into a prolonged stabilizing mess, resulting in the Jeep bouncing down the road until you slow down enough for the parts to resync. So there you have it. You've heard our story and what the experts think. Basically, quality matters, whether it's factory or aftermarket, especially in a vehicle like a Jeep with a lot of travel in the suspension. We hope after watching this video, you'll better understand the problem at hand. Hopefully, if you experience this, you will be able to calmly slow down and know what to inspect and replace. And most of all, we hope the death wobble doesn't scare you away from the wonderful experience that comes from living the Jeep life. If you haven't already, give Mojo Reviews a like and subscribe, and ring that bell so you can stay up in our latest posts about Jeeps and RV travel and other random things. Until next time, enjoy the Jeep life, enjoy the RV life, and just enjoy your life. Thanks for watching. And if you've experienced the death wobble, drop us a comment and let us know your story.